So for me, when I actually realized the power of the hands of Jesus, this is the exact crucifix that I looked at. So for me personally, I was lost. I was losing my way in life. I didn't know which way I was going to go. I prayed prayers to someone, but I didn't really have a relationship with them. And then on December 24th, the day that I committed myself to Jesus, I looked at the wounds in his hands right here on this cross in this Catholic church. It was midnight mass. I was sitting in this church and I looked at the wounds on his hands and I began crying. I was sobbing because I could not believe that someone loved me this much and I kept rejecting him. How does someone have nails through their hands for you and you still reject him or don't place him directly into your life? More importantly, I kept crying out because I had all these bad things happening in my life and I didn't know where I was going to turn. I was not married. I had not met Sophie yet. I didn't know when I was really struggling where I was going to be blessed. He said to me, he said, enough. He talked to me and he said, enough. Stop being a victim. I didn't get nails put through my hands so you can talk to me about how bad you have it. We're complaining about everything that's inside of us, and I was complaining about everything that was inside of me at the moment and how my life had went wrong and how I felt like I was desperate. And honestly, I didn't even really feel like a reason to live at that point until I saw the nails in his hand and I knew the sacrifice that he had made for me. He said to me, I love you. I'm here for you. I want to be here to support you, and I want to be here to guide you. My facial expression was probably somewhere like Thomas's was, in disbelief. It finally came to me at that point that there is power in those hands, and I tell you that there's power in those hands because without the power of those hands, I'm not a believer. Without his sacrifice, we don't get to live the life that we get to live right now. When you look at the wounds in his hands, they show evidence of his love. Nobody's going to love you more than that. They show you his sacrifice. Nobody sacrificed more than that for you. He did it for you. His wounds in his hand show you his victory. God bless King Jesus. And finally, his wounds remind us that Jesus was crucified. And then on the third day, he rose from the dead. Hallelujah, hallelujah. There's power in the hands of Jesus.